In this video, we are going to focus on how to get yourself motivated to lose weight fast and keep it off, starting right now. It is important that you watch this video until the end, as weight loss is extremely easy when you use the shortcuts that we're going to share with you today. I know this because I struggled for many years with my own weight, until I discovered a really fast-track weight loss solution. Everywhere I turned, people were trying to sell me magic pills or exercise routines that I had to grind through daily, none of which actually worked, and yet somehow had me believing that I lacked willpower. That is the whole reason I started this channel, to help others like me solve their weight loss issues, totally free of charge. The first shortcut to getting yourself motivated to losing weight is being able to see results very quickly, or you can hop from one approach to another. I also prefer to talk about my nutritional needs rather than diet, because the moment I hear the word diet, I think of restricted calories and feeling hungry all the time, so I cannot get very motivated to eat well. That is why most conventional diets don't work longer term. Your body will fight back if it thinks that you're starving it and slow your metabolism to conserve energy. However, if you speed up your metabolism, that will burn fat when you sleep or watching TV. A link is given below to where you can watch our video on speeding up your metabolism. It is important to set a goal which is small enough for you to achieve, yet forms the first step in your weight loss journey. At that point, you simply set another small goal, knowing that you can achieve it because you will have already proven to yourself by hitting your first goal that you can hit the second goal. So right here and now, commit to losing just 2 pounds in the next 30 days. If you overshoot and lose more, that's fine, but start off with just that 2 pound goal in mind. During this first month, I would like you to record your food and drink intake on a website like the one listed below. This also lets you record your 2 pound weight loss target and breaks out your nutrition into fat, protein and carbs, plus calories. This is important to know as explained on the playlist we will show you at the end of the video, plus linked to below. Let's assume you want to lose 40 pounds in weight in total. Set just a 2 pound first step and use the shortcuts that we're going to share with you shortly. Otherwise, it can be very demoralizing stepping on the scale seeing that you have 38 pounds to go. Unless you understand that weight loss has amazingly simple principles, which we are going to use to shift your first 2 pound goal. I know from my own weight loss journey that I can lose 2 pounds in just a few days, but want you to start off with small goals, which I know you can crush easily. That will then motivate you to go further and faster. The problem isn't that you lack motivation, it's that the whole food industry subliminally bombards you with adverts 24/7, trying to trick you into eating a bunch of crappy food that has very limited nutritional value for you. They also make food packaging look like you're taking the healthy option. The next shortcut is understanding your hormones before you start trying to lose weight. We have also included a link in the description box to our playlist that will step you through all the hormones involved. However, we are going to briefly touch upon the most important fat loss hormone now. Insulin is your #1 enemy, because it not only stops any fat burning dead in its tracks, but also causes you to store more fat. Plus, it can make you feel hungry very quickly after a meal. If you are very overweight, please watch the video in our playlist about insulin resistance too. That issue could be the secret to why nothing seems to have worked for you to date. When someone says to you, don't eat too many carbs or avoid cakes or chocolate, that isn't very motivational. However, when you understand that such foods can spike your insulin and stop you burning fat, instead, ask yourself a remarkably simple question before eating such food. If eating, say, chocolate will instantly stop my fat burning in its tracks and store more fat around my belly, do I really need it today? Why not save myself until I've passed my 2 pound weight loss target and then I can eat guilt-free, or eat it as a reward before I start on my next 2 pound goal? Another shortcut is understanding that much of your weight may be water weight caused by inflammation and not actually fat. The second video in the playlist that we've linked to below covers this. Certain foods cause inflammation in the body, causing lots of stored water. You can drop many pounds in weight when you exclude these common foods due to the water loss. Another trick is to mix turmeric in your food. This is a powerful anti-inflammatory ingredient that can correct the underlying inflammation. The next shortcut is understanding why certain foods make you feel full for longer than other foods. A video in the playlist below covers this. If you're simply not hungry because you've learned how to stabilize your blood sugar, then weight loss happens very easily and naturally because you simply do not feel hungry. The mistake one can make is eat in a manner that not only encourages fat storage, but also makes you very hungry all the time. There are 3 ways of eating that can seriously accelerate your fat burning. Again, they are included in the playlist below. These are intermittent fasting, keto, and paleo. I started with intermittent fasting and was blown away at how fast I burnt through serious amounts of fat without feeling hungry. Then I plateaued. So I used keto and intermittent fasting together, and now have no more fat to burn, having reached a comfortable weight. When friends started commenting on how I lost my weight, they were expecting some complex answer or grueling exercise routine. However, it is simply down to the following fact. The food industry is in business to sell food, not to make us slim and healthy. It is an industry that bombards us 24/7 with adverts for food that are designed to sit on a supermarket shelf for as long as possible, rather than be of the highest nutritional value. It is also an industry that packages food that are full of sugar in a manner that imply they are healthy when they are bad for us. That is why we have a nation that is far heavier than previous generations. When you look at photos of your grandparents when they were your age, they are typically a lot slimmer. They grew up eating typically 2 or 3 times a day. There was not any snacking in between meals because the snacks we have today didn't exist back then. Their pattern of eating meant that their insulin would only rise 2 or 3 times daily. However, today we have a lot of snacking between our main meals, and that blood sugar and insulin rise is playing havoc on our hormones and hunger levels, all of which plays very nicely into the hands of those that sell us this food. Yet a lot of major medical problems we see around us today stem from this way of eating. Knowledge is power, and therefore watch the playlist now showing on the screen and start not only your weight loss journey today, but hopefully a way to optimize your health longer term.